Welcome to Storm Shelter Cinema at Arlington High School, the movie review show today we'll be reviewing Moneyball, released in 2011, directed by Bennett Miller. I'm Bailee Beard, and I'm joined by my co-host, Josh Christensen.
The movie Moneyball is a film about a general manager of a baseball team that nobody knew. This movie shows how he took the team from an okay team to a great team. He led them to victory, and along the way, learned about perspective and the importance of traversing adversity.
Moneyball is a movie about the idea that baseball's traditional wisdom is outdated and flawed. It shows the advantages of innovation and how to capitalize under appreciated players. The movie also talks about the idea that true success is not defined by money or trophies.
I believe that the implicit meaning of Moneyball can be very easily misunderstood. The movie shows a team going through hard times, but in the end winning. This is a great idea of the film, but there's a much deeper meaning. As Billy Beane grows as a manager, this film teaches about the upcoming rise of stats in baseball that connects them to having a financial disadvantage. This also leads to us learning about money and the value from sports perspective. So this makes me realize the deeper meaning of the film could be a lot more to do with economics and needing to understand money as a whole from a manager or coaching standpoint of a team to create a good baseball team.
I really enjoyed the lighting in this film. I noticed it was dimmed and low-key lighting was used, which made me feel kind of bored and calm through it all. Another factor I appreciated about this movie was the amazing acting. Brad Pitt was the main character along with Jonah Hill, who is a hilarious person, and they were spot on. I felt as if I was in the room with them throughout the film because the acting was very natural. I especially noticed this when they were talking in the office about trading the players. But other than the lighting and acting, that's really all I cared for. The movie was just okay.
One aspect of this film I enjoyed and maybe looked over is the music. It may seem like the music in the movie doesn't matter or that's easy to get right, but that's not true. The music in the movie can change the entire feel and atmosphere of it. Moneyball just nailed this. In a serious scene or a funny one, they did it perfectly. There's a lot of moments in the film where it's mostly quiet background noise, which works for most of these scenes, but when there's music in it, it really works well.
I personally am not the biggest fan of the movie. I feel like it would be a great movie for people who are more interested in sports. It was very much not in my alley, and I felt like the whole thing was him in the gym or the office. I was also very confused throughout it all. I didn't really know what was going on. Maybe one day I'll rewatch it and give it another chance. I did not like this movie at all. I mean, if I enjoyed baseball, maybe I'd lean more towards it, but...
No, I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, I've seen this movie before. This was my first time watching it.
Oh.
But I liked almost everything about it, like the actors and music. But
I mean, I guess I wasn't really paying too much attention. I'll give it that throughout it, just because I was so bored.
Definitely, yeah. If you aren't into sports and stuff like that, it's definitely very slow and like doesn't have a lot of.
I feel like I don't really lean towards that type of movie. I don't know.
But
who was your favorite actor?
My favorite actor, definitely Brad Pitt. I mean,
really?
I've liked him in other movies. I just think he's a really good actor. Like, I don't know, I just think other actors for the main role could have been well, but I think Brad Pitt just nailed it.
He's very natural with it.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill is in it too. I feel like every movie he's in is very like funny and stuff. He gives a good sense of humor.
Yeah. What was your favorite scene in the movie?
I liked, like I said earlier, when they were like in the office and stuff. I don't know how else to explain it, but I just liked when they would like talk about it.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, definitely slow movie like you said, so if you're not really into sports and stuff like that, it can get a little boring, but I
feel like all the scenes were just like the same thing over and over again.
But I mean, I'd give it a thumbs up.
I'd give it a thumbs up too.
All right, well, thank you for joining us today at Storm Shelter Cinema, where we reviewed the movie Moneyball, released in 2011. Directed by Bennett Miller. I'm Josh Christensen, and I enjoyed this movie a lot and give it a thumbs up. My co-host Bailee Beard didn't enjoy this movie and give it a thumbs down. But yeah, we'll see you next time at the movies.